Hey, it's Mike from NerdSense here, and I'm going to be doing a beer review with a good friend of mine from New York, Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews. Say hi,
What's up,
Kyle.
Mike? Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, and appreciate you hosting me for a awesome beer review.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. This is we're doing Pride and Purpose, which is like a session pale ale, American pale ale. It's 5.1%. It's got some Galaxy and some Citra. I think Galaxy is the major hop in this one, but it should be a pretty nice, easy drinking beer, I'm hoping.
That's awesome. I actually did not know what the hops were in it, so I have had this. I drank it right like can as I was doing chores, so I didn't pay much attention. Have you ever had this one before?
I did, and sort of the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember what it tastes like. I do worry that I had this on the table a little long because of our bullshitting earlier.
Yeah, we just had a very long off-camera, very fun, awesome conversation for I don't know, half an hour maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was. That's awesome. All right. Want to take the first crack at what it looks like?
Only after I compliment you on your Willie Betcher. I need to get one of those. I love that glass. It's a beautiful. The beer looks beautiful in the glass. That's all. Let's get a look at this one. I got looks like a pretty stable head. I got about 2.5, 3 fingers here.
I'm at 2.5 fingers myself. Yep.
Yeah. Not mega compact bubbles, but it's very, very pale white, and the beer itself is almost like a burnt orange. What are you getting on where you are?
Yeah, I'll go along with a burnt orange with more like yellow on the sides where it's a little thinner. But yeah, definitely a very beautiful looking beer. It looks kind of like what you would think a Treehouse Pale Ale would look like.
Yeah, I do worry. I'm in an area with pretty poor light, which I think is going to be pretty obvious on the video. You have a lot better light where you are, so the beer it comes off like a little more probably authentic from your end.
Yeah, and then it's so weird too because the lights are facing me, so what I see and what the camera picks up is different. Like on my end, it's a little lighter actually. Yeah, but
Interesting.
Yeah, no, looks
Awesome.
good.
You get a nose? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. I'm getting like crushed pineapple and like a little bit of mango. Kind of what I'm getting here.
I definitely, without a doubt, get the pineapple. I would say a little bit of sweet citrus, and then I would go mango.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
But yeah, it's a relatively sweet smelling beer. I mean, for a pale ale, I'm thinking it'll be very, hoppy and not super sweet on the taste, but the aroma, I get a decent amount of like ripe fruit and sweetness.
Yeah, it's almost like overripened fruit, that like really sweet kind of citrus and pineapple, big time.
I love that the qualifier of crushed pineapple, where it's like releasing all of like a lot of that pineapple aroma, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I think I don't know who I first heard that descriptor from, but I remember saying that is exactly what I'm smelling here, and it gives you a nice visual to what you're kind of getting on the nose.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I use it whenever applicable and it is funny how many times I've been called out for like, oh, that's exactly what you smell, and I got that from someone else in the past. So, want to taste?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. Okay. That's really nice. It's actually
Go ahead.
it's actually not. I mean, it's sweet, but it's not as sweet as I kind of expected. I thought.
Does not follow the nose for how sweet that aroma is. It's definitely more bitter than that. It's definitely drier than that. I do get some of those fruit flavors, but as much as it was like overripe fruit in the aroma, I wouldn't say the taste I'm getting overripe fruit.
No, I agree. I feel like the the sweetness is actually probably more in the malt bill here for me. And,
That's fair.
I think it has definitely has some fruit in there, but it's really light. It's really light on the palate, like as far as like the mouthfeel. It's not like a
That's it. The tree house, soft mouth, without a doubt. Um, Now, okay, my one criticism, a little astringent for me.
interesting. Let me
I know
see
it's
if I
not a
can.
word. If I remember correctly, you don't love that as a descriptor, right?
No, I do love it. Sean doesn't love it.
Oh, is that okay? Okay, sorry, I had my
Yeah.
favorite sense guys in reverse. Hair, lights on, right? Is another one of their pale ales, right? That's
Yep. Yep.
like that one. I don't remember drinking and thinking, oh, it's a little astringent. Whereas this one, just a little, and it's actually my only knock on it. I think this is a really solid beer. But I think it's if you could dial that back, even like 20%, I think then for me this would be I'd be over the moon. Just 20%.
No, I can see what you're going for. I don't know if I necessarily agree. I'm getting a little bit of bitterness in the back. Usually when I'm going with astringency, it's almost like a chemically kind of a little too sharp, like a bit of a bite. I'm not quite getting
like burn. Like sometimes it almost to me feels like burning.
okay. See, I'm not getting that at all. Interesting.
Oh no, no. As I'm saying, like I'm getting a
Oh, a slight amount. Okay.
just slight, and if you dialed it back, like just a 20%, then I wouldn't be. I don't think picking it up.
Oh, fair enough. Yep.
Like
Fair enough.
100% on board is all I'm saying. We had just done that'll be on my channel the Eureka with Citra, similar lower ABV from Treehouse. It's not crushing my palate. Like this, I'm saying about both of these. It's not crushing the palate. Has nice flavor. Super refreshing. You do get the fruit in there. It's not. And you were saying about the malt, like a double IPA. I think sometimes because you have the higher malt sweetness paired with the fruits from the hops, then it tastes like the ripe fruit. Whereas this one, being a pale ale, a little bit lower with the ABV, a little bit lower with the sugar in there. I think that's why we get those tastes of fruit, but it's not like super ripe, which is, again, blows my mind from the aroma. Because the aroma, it's like, man, that's so overripe fruit. The taste is obviously going to follow. Nice bitterness, nice subtle flavors. It's good.
Yeah, I think that this beer is it's ridiculously crushable. Like I'm taking sips and I have to dial it back because I just want to keep pouring it because it doesn't overwhelm any of my senses. To me it's pretty mild without it being boring.
I don't think I've ever finished a glass on camera, and I'm getting close with these gulps. It's exactly right. It's not a palate wrecker. It's awesome flavor. This is like in terms of pale ales. It's hot outside. You want to crush a couple beers. This gets it done without a doubt. Yeah, this is a good beer.
Big fan. My brother, when I was up in his fridge taking this earlier, I was like, because he lives in the apartment above me. He has a few left, and he bought these, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. If he's not enjoying them, I'm gonna have to go ransack the rest of his stash because I'm actually quite enjoying this.
Yeah, when I was up there, this is the one I bought the most of because when I saw the ABV, I'm like, I hadn't had it at that point. And I'm like, man, the thought of having a bunch of the pale ales from these guys to sip on a hot day. And I'm not disappointed in my decision to purchase that many.
This is actually the first time they brewed it.
Oh, okay. That would explain why I've never had it before.
I'm fairly certain. I saw something the other day reading about that they brewed it kind of celebration for the time they've had in Charlton since they moved, and they wanted something easy drinking on the balcony, kind of a beer,
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. We both had, you guys had the full on experience going to the anniversary. This could be a different video, but when I was up there, it was really cool. It was a Saturday doing pours. I'd never gotten a pour there before. And the facility is beautiful. Just hanging out in the pavilion, drinking some delicious beers. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think for atmosphere, that place is just the best, but it's just so far out of the way from anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
It's
What's it
really
from
just
you guys?
it's an hour and change.
Yeah. When I make my move, it'll be 2 hours. Right now it's 4 hours. So
Right,
not
right, right.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. Anyway, we can wrap this one up probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah. I hope I didn't come across too strong about like in terms of it having some astringency. About I was just trying to be as fair with a review as possible. I really like this beer. I would gladly drink this beer again. It is definitely hitting a spot of it's a super hot day. I was working outside all day and I wanted something refreshing. To me, this delivered.
Actually, I can't agree more.
Yeah.
All right, you want to plug your channel, sir?
Yeah. So Kyle at No Hype Beer Reviews on YouTube, Instagram, and Untappd. No Hype Beer Reviews. And yeah, love the Nerd Sense guys. Really glad I got to do some solo reviews with Sean and Mike.
Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy Kyle's stuff. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. His probably the most likable guy in beer videos right now. You know?
Ridiculous.
That's true. And he's a lot cleaner than Sean and I, who are very filthy, horrible human beings.
On camera, I am. Off camera, it's a completely different guy. But
yeah, well, it is what it is. I enjoy being able to do these videos every once in a while because the beer community is, probably the best social community I've been a part of as an adult. I think I've met some really great people. We've done awesome trades. I've been able to try beer from parts of the country I've never been able to have before. And it's just really a really giving community and being able to connect with certain people like Kyle here has been a really awesome thing as an adult, especially, having moved around a lot as an adult. It's nice to connect with people that you wouldn't connect with otherwise,
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And we should mention that today's video is sponsored by Kleenex because you're going to make me tear up a little bit. No, but like it is so true. Like, we're turning on a camera and we're like, this is what this beer tastes like. And then you meet all these really cool people in the process. And we have to meet in real life, which was amazing. And just doing this stuff is cool. We have so many similarities besides beer that we talk about. We text at least 3 times a week, probably.
Yeah, easy. Yeah. And sometimes more, sometimes less, but yeah, it's definitely like, to think of, I don't feel like you live that far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a smaller world with the way media works nowadays that with social media and just with texting and whatever, that it's just like, oh shit, I'll text Kyle about this real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was like, who the hell are you texting? I'm like, oh, it's my friend from New York. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. My wife's like, who are you texting with? I'm just like, you don't want to know some dudes I met online, honey. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but my wife always asks, who are you texting? You a whore? I'm like,
nice.
Yeah. Right. But all right. Let's wrap this one up. This is on Nerd Sense channel. We have a website, nerdsense.net. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on even Google Hang it? What's it?
Google Plus, right?
Google Plus, yeah, we're on that for some reason. I highly recommend checking out the Instagram and stuff. A lot of stuff going on in there, and the website will tell you all the new shows and everything. And I don't know, Sean does this stuff usually. I'm not very good at it. Whatever.
You're doing a great job, Mike.
All right. The way me and Sean usually close it out, we just say, I'm Mike, I'm Sean, and this is Nerd Sense, and I guess that's why we're going to do it. I'm Mike, and
I'm Kyle,
and this is Nerd Sense.
Nerd.